few on each arm, some on my legs, some clusters on my back and my chest.
As a scientist specializing in infectious disease, Kyle Plank had monkeypox on his radar before the city's health alert.
It was pretty terrible, like fever, aches, pains.
Late last month, Kyle came down with flu-like symptoms thinking he had COVID, but a COVID test was negative. A few days later, a rash appeared. He was tested for monkeypox by the infectious disease team at Weill Cornell.
So it's a swab, but it's of the actual lesions in their throat and their mouth. And those are the ones that are super, super, super painful. There is no test that works that we have yet before the spots show up. So if somebody is feeling feverish and sick and things like that, there's no way to know if it's potentially monkeypox until the spots actually show up.
Tecovirimat is a 14-day FDA-approved treatment for smallpox, stockpiled under lock and key by the government in case of a bioterrorism event. Kyle's care team took on a lot of paperwork to cut through red tape to get him the treatment.
They're like black and orange. Yeah. So you take 3 of them at a time with a high-fat meal twice a day.
And within a couple of days of starting treatment, his lesions started healing.
I had about 30 at the worst, and about half of them started to shrink in size, and some of them began to just disappear, which was pretty crazy to see.
Kyle is now a part of a research study keeping a diary to look for potential side effects. Sebastian Cohn is a part of the same study.
I got probably the most intensely swollen lymph nodes I've ever experienced in my life. The combination of blisters, hives, and 103 degrees fever is out of this world.
He tried and was not able to get a vaccine appointment prior to contracting monkeypox. He's calling for equitable access to shots, as well as compassionate, competent care.
You can't send severely sick people around in circles when they're seeking care.
Monkeypox spreads through contact with the rash or sores. While anyone can get it, current cases are primarily spreading among gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men.
The Department of Health says that they are contact tracing to contain the spread, but Kyle has yet to be contacted by a contact tracer. Sebastian says he was contacted by the Department of Health to let him know he was exposed at the end of June, but that was when he was already well into his experience with monkeypox. However, the contact tracer did not talk to him about who he'd already had contact with as someone who was already been suffering with monkeypox.